What's up, everybody? I am back with episode 2 of From the Desk of Chase. I don't even know if that's the title. This whole podcast thing, this has been a journey. Okay, this has been a 2-episode journey of struggle. This has been a journey of me learning a new skill, I guess. I have no idea what I'm doing. Zero clue about anything in this space. My space is the Twitter space. It's easy. It's quick. I can do it while I'm working. The podcast, this is a lot of work. I mean, I have to sit down. I have to come home from work. I have to come home from a blue-collar demanding job, right? And I have to sit in front of a microphone for 40 minutes and not stop talking. Dude, I can't pause. I 5 minutes ago, I just recorded all of episode 2. It was 32 minutes long. It was terrible. It was so bad. So now I have to come back and do it all over again without pausing. So now every pause, I feel sped up. And was I prepared the first time I recorded this episode today? No. No, I was not prepared at all. Zero preparation. I bookmarked 3 posts on my break at work today. No, 4. My bad. 4. And all of them were from yesterday. And one of them was my own post. So I had 4 topics. One of them I already tweeted about, and 11,000 people saw it. So it's nothing new that I'm telling you guys. This show's terrible. You guys should not listen to this. It's bad. There's no preparation. It's me reading my Twitter timeline to you. That's what it is. That's what it's going to be, I think. Because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have time. Or it's not even that I don't have time. I don't want to prepare. I do not want to prepare. I don't want to do this podcast. And I'm actually very mad. I'm mad that the first one got more than 50 views. I should have set the number higher. On top of it, also getting more than 50 views. On X right now, it's got 4,000. By the way, thank you guys for that. Well, actually, no. Because I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. It's too uncomfortable. And by uncomfortable, I mean it's too much work. And by too much work, I mean I just don't want to do it. Now, will I do it because all of you said it was amazing? Yes. No. No. I don't even know what to say. I'm just doing everything I can to not do this. I know to scale up this brand that I've built on Twitter, to enter the next tier of content creation, I need to do this. Or I could make TikToks. I deleted the TikTok app, by the way. I deleted that app. I had one, I think it was 2 summers ago. It wasn't last summer, it was the summer before. After the first ever annual golf tournament I did. Me and my friends came up with an annual golf tournament. After that tournament, I made a TikTok, and it was like, we're at my buddy's house, and it was honestly perfect. I saw the whole vision, bro. I'm telling you, I felt like a director. I'm standing there at this get together. It was like a cookout. You know, we brought cornhole. We had a cooler full of beer. We had multiple coolers. It was a dream. And that's what I saw. So I pulled out my phone and I made a TikTok. And bro, I panned. It was like, bro, I'm telling you this. You'll have to go on my TikTok. Jesus. You'll have to go on my TikTok at Chase60, I believe. It could be Chase5D. I don't know. Go there. You'll know exactly what video I'm talking about. It's called Every Man's Dream. I posted that one TikTok. It got 8 million views. I swear to God. And ever since then, I was like, you know what? I don't like TikTok anymore. I beat TikTok. I literally beat TikTok the first ever time I did it. And now that wasn't the first ever time. I've experimented with posting on there before, but to get to the next level of content creation, I need to consistently upload another type of content other than tweeting somewhere else. So that's what this podcast is. Now, will I hold myself accountable and actually post this podcast? No. That's where you guys come in. That's where you guys are like giving me feedback, giving me comments. Like, there's multiple people quote tweeting my first podcast episode, and they said, give it a listen. I appreciate it all. I genuinely do. It means so much. Thank you guys all for the nice words. But you're the ones that hold me accountable. If nobody said anything, if I didn't get any nice DMs, if my friends didn't text me, I had someone come over later that night when I posted my first episode, and he gave me some feedback. If I didn't have any of this, there's no shot I would keep posting them. So you guys have to hold me accountable. If this is good, you have to hold me accountable, because I won't do it. I will not do it. And as I keep going, if it feels unprofessional, please let me know. I know that's the whole brand, whatever. I joke. I say, yeah, I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared, but I am, but I'm not. My not preparing, this is going to sound terrible. My not preparing is some people's full preparation. That's what I'll say. That's what I will say. My not preparing, my preparing, and now I'm getting myself confused about the preparation of a podcast, because my quote preparing is me bookmarking some tweets to talk about. But I just recorded a 32-minute episode talking about those 4 tweets, and it was terrible. Now, is preparing a podcast making sure the mic quality is good? Yes. Do I already know my mic quality is good? Duh. Dude, I didn't buy this fucking $200 mic and audio interface 2 years ago for nothing. Like, I know my audio is good, so I don't need to prepare that. Do I have a professional PC setup? Yes. Am I just sitting on this podcast bragging right now? Yes. Should I be? No. There's going to be... So I got all these shout outs from all these people about how well the podcast was. In my next episode, I'm going to come on here and brag about how great I am. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible strategy. Should this podcast just be me talking about the Patriots? Yes. Should this podcast be me recapping the news? Yes. Should this podcast be me interviewing people? No, probably not. I don't know if I care. Well, no, because I do want to do interviews. I do. But am I a good enough interviewer yet? No. No, I'm not. I don't know if I could interview anybody. And I don't know if I could co-host a show with anybody. I don't. I'm too unreliable. I'm too unreliable. I couldn't co-host a show with anybody because they'd be like, let's do the show. And I'd say no. I would say no. I wouldn't want to do the show. There'd be a slight glitch. I'd have to take time out of my day to do a show. I don't want to take time out of my own day to do this show. I'm going to continue though. I must continue. I must continue this show. Will I post it every day? No. I said every Friday, and I'm already back 2 days later recording episode 2, by the way. So look at that's an overachievement right there. So I'm starting off overachieving. I tweeted out, I said, I think I'm addicted to podcasts. After work today, I may sit down and record episode 2. I'm going to start doing that. I think if I tweet something out, I have to do it. Because that's my whole reputation right there. I can't be a liar publicly on the internet. I cannot be. My whole credibility will be gone. And that's all I have left. That's all I have left is my credibility. Do I know ball? No. Do I know the news? Am I a journalist? No. I think I could be. If someone gave me like $100 million, well, how much do journalists get paid? I don't know. What's the entry level salary of a journalist? I would be a journalist for $50,000 a year easily. If anyone's hiring and they need a journalist, $50,000 a year, I would work 12 hours a day. I would uncover stories you didn't even know existed. I swear to God, I would find something. Just $50,000 a day or a year. I'd be a journalist. I'd be a music journalist. Do those exist? I think they do. I would cover fucking music. Dude, I would piss off the music industry, I think, because if I was a music journalist, I would just be like, look how great AI music is. I know a lot of you listen, I guess, I don't know if a lot of you listen to Joe Rogan, but if you do, you know the bit where like he brings up that one AI 50 Cent song. I would do that, but I would just cover how AI music is better than everything else, because I think it will be. I actually think it will be, because AI will know. Bro, I don't even know. AI is fucking scary, dog. But as a music journalist, I would be pro AI. I'd be totally pro AI. I would piss off everybody. What other type of journalists are there? Gaming journal? Oh my God. Dude. I'd be a gaming journalist for $45K a year. I'd go down $5,000. I would be a gaming journalist for $45,000 a year. Easily. Oh my God. Easily, dude. Easily. I would crucify Madden. I would crucify all the sports games, bro. Every day. Story after story after story. And hopefully whatever publication I work for, they're big enough to where I could get this message out and we could do some real change. Now, I don't know why I'm talking about this. Again, completely unprepared. Now, that may be the best Chase. The best Chase may be the most unprepared, because I haven't even touched my bookmark folder yet. And I got to remember that. Well, actually, now that I'm sitting here, you know what I could do? I could take that 32 minutes I recorded earlier and throw it on to the end of this. I don't know if I do that, though. See, this is the predicament I run into, because that's extra effort. I think I said this in that other 32 minutes. I think I said, I just want to click record, and I could have said it in this 11 minutes we've been going so far. I don't know. It's all blending together. I don't know what I've spoken so much words to myself into this microphone. I couldn't tell you. I don't know what I said when I said it. Okay. But what I said, whenever it was, I said this: I just want to click play. I want to speak into the microphone. I want to click stop. I want to click post. That simple. I want this to be the Twitter version of a podcast, because when I tweet, I'm just typing things out. I check the spelling real quick. Sometimes I don't even check the spelling, and then I post it. Right? And then if it gets a lot of likes, I leave it up. If it gets no likes, I delete it. Simple as that. A lot of you, if you have my notifications on, you know that I be tweeting like a motherfucker. Then you go check and none of the tweets are there. I tweet so much. I delete so much. It's part of the game, guys. Come on. Cut me some slack. Now, I want to do this with the podcast. Obviously, I can't delete episodes, but I want it to be just as easy as click play, record, click stop, post, go to bed, wake up, work, repeat. Now, I'm not doing this podcast every day. I said every Friday. It's Monday right now. I'm recording a podcast. Like, what? I don't know. Maybe it'll do good. Maybe I will do it every day. Maybe you guys will see this episode and tweet me, do it every day. Will I do it every day? No. But if enough people want it, then, like, I'm a hoe. Yeah, I'm a hoe. I'm totally a hoe. If enough people online say to do something, I'm doing it. Yeah, I'll do it. If you guys want me to do this every day, I'll do it. Let me get into the topics, I guess. I really don't want to rehash all this out, but I'm going to. I guess I'm going to. Alex Barth, he says, so the Bills defense is going to come into Foxborough next week with some momentum. Alex Barth, what are you talking about, dude? What are you saying? What are you saying? Momentum? The Bills defense yesterday, I tweeted this out December 7th, right after the Bills game. It was minutes after it ended. Actually, I literally think it was as Josh Allen was taking a knee. This is how fast and reliable my coverage is. So go back to gaming journalism for a minute. I would be on that shit. But anyway, momentum. After giving up 4 pass TDs, 346 yards, 7.5 yards per pass, 2 for 12 on third down, and 0 for 3 in the red zone. That's the Bills defense that has momentum. That's the Bills defense that has momentum. Now, if I was a prepared podcaster, I would have pulled up all of the Bills stats, all of the Bills defensive players, all of their metrics, their coaching staff, their what. I don't need to do that, though. Alls I need to do is this. Ready? It's this simple. We fucking own the Bills. We have the better quarterback. We have the better offense. We have the better coach. I don't care, bro. The Bills could have played anybody. They could have played a team full of the all gods NFL team, like with Brady and Randy Moss and Justin. You could take every NFL great, put them on the field yesterday, match them up against the Bills defense. The Bills defense shuts them out and scores 2 defensive touchdowns. Let's just say in our hypothetical, and they wouldn't have momentum. I do not care about the Bills, bro. The Patriots, the 2025 New England Patriots own the Bills. Now, I don't know ball. I really don't. And I can't sit here and I can't give you a 10-minute in-depth breakdown of the Bills defense, right? I cannot do that. I mean, maybe as I'm watching the game, I can be like, look at this. They're playing in man. They don't got a QB spy on Drake. You know, they're doing some stunts up front. I can give you that in real time as I'm tweeting, you know, the game as I'm watching. Right now, I couldn't. I saw the game yesterday, and I couldn't tell you what they're doing. I slept through half of that game. I did. I was watching UFC the night before. I had a couple Coors Lights. I had some Irish whiskey. I had that from Thanksgiving. Well, Friendsgiving. I had a Friendsgiving last weekend, and I brought some Irish whiskey to it. So, and we didn't finish the bottle, so I had some Saturday night watching UFC with the boys. Had some Coors Lights. I had to wake up early Sunday morning to clean up the whole house. And then I went back to bed, right? Woke up halftime of the Bills game and then watched the rest of it. I watched the Bengals choke. I watched the Bills defense get momentum in the second, whatever that means. Whatever. I watched all of it. And I sat there and I thought, wow, we're really going to dog walk the Bills next weekend. That was my honest reaction. I don't think I tweeted anything during the game other than this momentum tweet after the ridiculous. I had to say something. Alex Barth is going to say they have momentum. They don't have momentum. They just had one of the worst defensive performances I've ever seen in my entire life and got bailed out by Joe Burrow having CTE throwing 2 picks. One was a pick 6. That's not momentum. If the offense makes mistakes, the defense doesn't get credit for that. They shouldn't get credit for that. Joe Burrow just handed them the game. Shout out Josh Allen, I guess. This is another one I have. Let me pull this up. Speaking of Josh Allen, we have Alex Brasky. He tweeted this yesterday from the NFL. Wow. Okay, so the NFL, guys, look at this. You can't see it, so I'll describe it to you. The NFL yesterday, now, listen to the timestamps, okay? Listen to the timestamps carefully. This was yesterday on Sunday, December 7th, 2025 at 4:07 p.m. The NFL tweets out, Josh Allen seals the game on 3rd and 15, and that was that scramble where the Bills are on their own 25. Josh Allen, he takes off. The Bengals don't have a QB spy, so Josh Allen picks up the first down. The Bengals can't stop the Bills. That's GG's, right? Alex Brasky at 4:08 p.m. 1 minute after Josh Allen seals the game for the Bills on a crucial 3rd down, Mr. Alex Brasky here. Let's look at his profile. He works for Sports Illustrated and SB Nation. I have no fucking clue what that is. He's a magazine editor. I mean, he looks pretty. 13,000 followers, only following 300, so you know he's legit. Seems to be a prominent figure in the Bills space, right? 1 minute after Josh Allen seals the game for the Bills, he says this, and I quote, Drake May couldn't even imagine doing this. Okay. So 1 minute after Josh Allen scrambles for a first down to win the game, he's already thinking about the Patriots. He's already thinking about Drake May. And by the way, Drake May could absolutely do this. Let me pull up what I said. My reaction was, quote, dude, what? Dude, what? What are you talking about? And I quote tweeted his clip with another clip of Drake May, a 17-yard rush. It was last year, week 8 against the Jets. Drake May scrambles out to his right and scores a rushing touchdown. A lot of you are familiar with the clip, I assume. It's I think it's Drake May's first ever rushing touchdown. It was a 17-yard scramble. He breaks a tackle, scores, and gets into the end zone. So Alex Brasky says Drake May couldn't even imagine doing this. I provide a clip of Drake May doing this. So I don't know how this guy, is this guy a fucking journalist? Should I take this guy's job? This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I should be taking people's jobs, I think. Somebody should. If not me, who? Someone better than me. I'm sitting here on a show telling you how unprepared, how much I despise all of this. And I'm a better sports journalist than this guy. He does this 8 hours a day, dude. He does this 8 hours a day. This is his job, to cover sport for 8 hours a day. And he, for whatever reason, thinks Drake May can't scramble 17 yards for a first down. Now, there was a bunch of replies to my tweets. There was Bills fans saying, oh, blah, 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 Drake May. Let's just read them. I have it right here. This kid says, how is this comparable? Let EDC cook. He says, how is this comparable? I say, well, they were both 17-yard rushes. They're both 17-yard scrambles. This guy says, 3rd and long to ice the game, close in the snow is just not comparable. Whatever, dude. It's a 17-yard fucking rush. The snow doesn't matter. The situation doesn't matter. It's a 17-yard drop back and rush. You can take that play in a vacuum, no matter any situation. It could be the first play of the game. It could be the last play of the game. They're the exact same thing. And the original point was he's never seen Drake May do this. I just showed you an example of Drake May doing this. What do you mean they're not comparable? I cannot wait. And this will happen. This will happen. There is going to be a 3rd down in the Patriots game on Sunday. And Drake May will take you. He's going to drop back to pass. Josh McDaniels is going to call some bullshit. Actually, no. Josh McDaniels has been great this year. Josh McDaniels is going to call a play. Vidarian Lowe or Ben Brown's going to miss an assignment. The rush will get through, and Drake May is going to take off, just like Josh Allen did, right through the middle of the pocket and get a first down. And I'm going to tweet at Mr. Alex, and I'm going to sit there, or whoever. This tweet right now is currently sitting at 1.2 thousand views, or 1.2 thousand likes, 159,000 views. Whatever, how those people that interacted with my tweet, you're going to get a second one. And you're going to get a second one of Drake May doing exactly that on the Bills. Let's look at some more of these reaction here. One is in the snow, 3rd and 15, and to put away the game. The other is a first down, first quarter touchdown versus the Jets. Again, whatever. It's a 17-yard scramble, bro. Sure. Like, the Bills, they're sad, dude. They're sad. They're broken. They are broken. They were supposed to be the next thing after Brady in the AFC East. They were supposed to win their 10 division titles in a row. They weren't supposed to have Patrick Mahomes. The Chiefs weren't supposed to draft Patrick Mahomes. And all of this happened to the Bills. I feel terrible. And they've lost 4 Super Bowls in a row. They're broken people, dude. You have to feel bad for them. They are broken people. So I see these, and you just take it with a grain of salt. It's like you're walking through the city. I don't go to cities. The biggest city, quote unquote city in my state is Manchester. Dude, it's time. I believe it's small for I don't think it's a normal city. There's one road. Okay. So I don't go to cities often, but when I do go to cities, I know there's homeless people there. I went to college outside of Boston for a couple of years. And when I was in Boston, there was this one time I was, I was with my boy, and we were coming back from the bars, and there was a homeless dude. He was sitting by some trash cans, and it was my thing. It was my thing. I used to just jump in trash cans, lay in them, get a picture, and then get out of them. It's gross, dude. Listen, bro, it was a thing. Whatever. It was a phase. All right. It was a party trick. But anyway, when I was posted by one of those, I'm the homeless guy, I guess. I was in the city. I was the homeless guy. But anyway, I was in Boston. I saw a homeless guy there. So the Bills fans are like that guy. They're like that guy. You walk by, like, what's up, dude? You feel bad. Like, well, I don't know if I feel bad, but they're like that guy. They're just broken. He could be broken. And the Bills fans are broken. They've had so much hardship through no fault of their own. And many homeless people, it's not their own fault. It really isn't. It is not their own fault. And the Bills fans are like the homeless people of the NFL. You know, they draft a good QB. It's like a family member reaches out, gives them some money to get off their feet. And then, you know, they just slip back. They slip back to their old ways. They can never win. They can win the AFC East, but they can't win the AFC. They can't go to the Super Bowl. And if they do go to the Super Bowl, they lose. They went 4 times in a row. The Bills going to the Super Bowl 4 times in a row is like a homeless guy getting 4 jobs and getting fired from them all. He tries, bro. They try. You know, they win the AFC East. It's like them getting a call back from an employer, right? They win a divisional game. That means they go to the interview. They go to the AFC Championship game. They get to the second round of interviews. They make it to the Super Bowl. They got the job. And then they're just fired again through no fault of their own. No fault of their own. The Bills are just the homeless people of the NFL. And we can feel bad for them. So if you're a Patriots fan and you're tweeting out and you're on the internet, you're having fun. You're rooting for your team. You're posting clips of your team. And you see a Bills fan in your replies telling you, oh, but Josh Allen does this or Keon Coleman, whatever. If there is a Bills fan in your replies giving you their opinion on football, just know it's coming through the lens of a homeless person, period. They're broken. They don't understand what it's like to be the fan of a real franchise. They don't understand what it's like to get it done, to what it takes to accomplish something special. They can't accomplish anything. They're homeless. Would I ever help them out? No. When I see homeless people in the city, I don't even look at them. I don't even fucking look at them. And that's what I do as a Patriots fan with the Bill. I don't care what they say. I quote tweet them. I farm them. Do I farm homeless people IRL? No. I do not do that. I do not exploit homeless people IRL. Do I exploit Bills fans? Yes. Yes, I've farmed so many views on Twitter from Bills fans. It's one of my favorite things to do. It is one of my favorite things to do. You can farm so many views from Bills fans. Bills fans are, as a Patriots fan, oh my God, they're the easiest. They're the easiest. I don't really have experience with Jets fans. Dolphins fans, I tweeted at them one time. I said, why is Quinn Ewers not starting? And they were all like, dude, why not? They agreed with me. So I think I'm chill with Dolphins fans. I think I'm chill with Jets fans. Memes from Pardon My Take replied to one of my tweets the other day. He called me a bitch. I know he's a Jets fan. Sure. Like, if Bills fans are homeless people, I don't even know what Jets fans are. They're disabled homeless people, bro. And they're veterans too. Like they're disabled veterans that are homeless people. So like those are the ones we genuinely feel bad for. We need to help out Jets fans. We need to help out Jets fans. We do. Jets fans, 15 years without the play. Like they're not like the Bills. Like they had Mark Sanchez, but they've never had Josh Allen. No, they've never had Josh Allen. The Bills, or no, the Jets, I'm sorry. The Jets, I genuinely feel bad for Jets fans. And I don't even want to kick them while they're down. I will. I totally will. But I don't want to. With Bills fans, I want to. I want to kick them while they're down. I want to step on. I want to squish them. Sniffle. Oh, yeah. In the other 32 minutes of this podcast that will never see the light of day, I addressed my sniffling from episode 1. I guess I sniffle a lot. Hey, guess what? It's December. It's 5 degrees outside. Yeah, I'm going to sniffle. Okay. But I'm preying on the downfall of the Bills. The Jets know. If the Jets become good, I'm gonna be what the Bills fans are to us. I'm gonna try to squish the Jets fans as they're ascending, and the Jets fans won't care. Like right now, do I care that the Bills fans are being like, "Oh, your quarterback isn't this, your team isn't this, whatever"? No. Why would I care? I know what winning football is like. I've seen my team win. How many Super Bowl? We've won 6. I was alive for all 6, but I was a baby during the first 3. I was conscious during the last. I watched the Seahawks. I watched that full game. I watched the second half of the Falcons Super Bowl because during the first half I was so mad I just sat in my room until an ESPN notification popped up that we were down by 8. I'll never forget that. And then I watched the Rams one. So I know what winning is. So if like the Bills, like whatever, they're homeless people, man. It's just the homeless people yelling at the sky. Sure, dude. Whatever you say, bro. I agree. I will not give you $1. Jets fans, I will. Jets fans are the homeless people in a wheelchair that came over from, a war. I'm cool with those guys. Bills fans are the homeless fans that are just like hitting the fentanyl outside the Capitol building. That's what Bills fans are. They were once there was a short period where they thought they had their life figured out, and then, they slipped back into fentanyl. They slipped back in, it got them. And, the Patriots are back. Shut up, Bills fans, man, and I will continue to farm you. Anyway, what else do we have here? Oh, we have the playoff picture. Currently, the number 1 seed is Denver. 2 seed is New England. I guess they have a tiebreaker because of the Raiders. And we lost to the Raiders. That Raiders game hurts, dude. That Raiders game hurts. And we should have won it, too. We should have won it. And you know what's funny is I heard people at the beginning of the year, they were like, oh, watch out for the Raiders. They're legit. They got Pete Carroll. They got Geno Smith. They got Jacoby Myers. Like the Raiders were supposed to be decent, I guess. That Elite Takes kid, Nico, he was all over he loved the Raiders. I mean, whatever. I didn't love it. Bro, there's teams in the NFL, you just see their logo, you're like, no, loser franchise. And it's a real thing. Like, the Patriots are a winning franchise. The Steelers are a winning franchise. And I've heard people say this. I've heard people say culture doesn't matter. No, culture absolutely matters. If you do not have a culture from the top down, starting with the owner, if you do not have a culture from the top down that breeds winning, it's GG's. You'll never win anything. You will never win anything. The Steelers, they got that top-down culture. It's like it's a mafia mentality. It really is. And it has to go from the top all the way down to the janitors. It has to. If I was a billionaire, my team's Super Bowl winning percentage, would be like 20%. I swear to God. 1 in 5 years, we'd be in the Super Bowl because I know how to build a culture. And that's the only thing I'd be focused on. I would be a billionaire who's only focused on football. I would hire someone to run all my other businesses for me, a trusted person. Like, it wouldn't be a Bills fan shooting up Fent outside a Capitol building. It'd be a trusted person. It'd be a fan of a winning franchise. Like, I'd have to know what teams they're loyal to, right? Like, if I just hire someone to run all my businesses and it's a fucking Jags fan, yeah, no. Like, that'll be part of the interview process. But never mind all that. I will hire someone to take over my other ventures, a successful person, while I fully focus on football and building a winning culture. Right? That's what I would do if I was an owner. Let's look at the playoff picture here. Denver number 1, Patriots number 2, Jacksonville number 3. Jacksonville sneaky good. I know I just said I would never hire a Jacksonville fan. This is a fluke. Every poor franchise, they get a fluke. There's always fluke teams. And they come and go. But I think Jacksonville's legit and is if Travis Hunter can come back for the playoffs, I don't know what his injury is. I don't know if he tore something, if it's surgery. I know it's something in the leg. But if he could come back, that would be major, major for them. Pittsburgh sitting at 4-7-6, whatever. That's another loss to piggyback off the Patriots losing to the Raiders. That Steelers loss for the Patriots is almost a win, actually. That loss catapulted us in, like, that loss, Mike Vrabel, I think, was able to establish his culture or his message with the team. I think the team realized, like, we have to buy in now or we're cooked. Because I think after that Raiders loss, or even before the Raiders loss, that was week 1, I think the players were still skeptical of Mike Vrabel's philosophy. I think they were. And then we won at Miami. And, you know, maybe they started buying in just a little bit. And then we go to Pittsburgh, and the players really lost that game. The players lost the Steelers game. It wasn't the coaching. Like, in years past, from 2022 through 2024, the coaching was what was losing us our games. It was the coaching. I think after that Steelers game, and I'm just spitballing here on the spot, as I'm putting this all together, it makes sense. I think after that Pittsburgh game, the players were really like, damn, we're ass. And I'm serious. They were like, wow, maybe it is us. Maybe we should listen to our coach. And whatever Vrabel said from the Pittsburgh game to the Panthers game, I think really resonated with them. They bought in. Maybe a veteran bought in. Maybe who knows what happened. But that was the clear point. Like, okay, we'll do what Vrabel says. And, you know, we beat the Panthers, 30-13. And then obviously we haven't lost since. That's culture. Those are the things these great teams need. And Vrabel has instilled that. The Steelers, like I said, they're sitting in the 4 seed right now. They have that culture. Now, their culture is fracturing. They should have gotten rid of Tomlin a long time ago, because it's down to their owner. Their owner instills the culture, and I think the Steelers owner needs to move on from Mike Tomlin. But that's something else. Here we go. 5 seed here. This is the beginning of the wild card. So I just went over the division leaders, the 1 through 4 seed. Denver, New England, Jacksonville, Pittsburgh. Here's the wild card seeding. Now, this may change. By the time this podcast episode is out, I think it'll be before Monday Night Football. But obviously, you could be listening to this on Tuesday, so Monday Night Football could have happened when you're listening to this. So these seedings could change. They are subject to change. Here we go. Wild card. Buffalo in the 5 spot. Chargers in the 6 spot. Indy in the 7 spot. Now, I think Indy will be replaced by Houston. The Chargers should make it. The Bills should make it. Do the Bills play Miami again? I don't know if they do. They may play them twice. Let me look up Bills' schedule here, because I'm now noticing something. Who do the Bills have? The Bills have the Patriots. So the Bills have already played the Dolphins twice. They lost to them. Wow, they lost to them once already. Okay. Because as I look at these records here, the Bills have a real shot to miss the playoffs. And I know I've spoken at length about the Bills already this episode, so we don't need to dive into the Bills' shot at missing or making the playoffs. But they are really in jeopardy here, especially with Kansas City, especially with Houston. Houston's 8-5 now. So actually, wait a minute. This screenshot that I'm looking at was before Sunday Night Football. Yep. This screenshot was before Sunday Night Football, because I think Indianapolis is out now. Houston might have the tiebreaker over them. And then if the Chargers win tonight, they're 9-4. Bills would be 9-4. Yeah, there's a real shot for the Dolphins to get in, I think. They need to beat the Patriots, which I've publicly said the Patriots versus the Dolphins is a must lose for the Patriots. It's a must lose. Now, the reason I say it's a must lose is because we've won 10, 11 games in a row. And if we were to keep winning from now against the Bills, all the way up until the Super Bowl, that would be 17 games in a row. And as Patriots fans, we already know what happens there. Okay. So I think week 18, we rest all the starters. Miami will be fighting for a playoff spot. They just beat us. We already have the 1 seed locked up. We just take that loss for the statistics. I think it's better overall. Must lose there. Other than that, it's already been 40 minutes. This one's long. This pod is actually longer than the first one. This one's actually longer than the first one. The first one was 38 minutes. I think I'm sitting at 40 minutes and 30 seconds right now. It's incredible stuff. Me actually sitting down and recording this is incredible stuff. I won't even lie. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know. Yeah. Peace.